Hello, honeybees. Today's reading is for Sunday, October 19th. These daily readings are for inspiration, affirmation, and intentional living. They are timeless as well. So let's see what we get for Sunday, October 19th, and whenever you come across this message. Take what resonates for you, and if it isn't for you, leave it for someone else and check back. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. All right, this looks like, let me look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Really mastering your craft, working on something, but it's not only working on like maybe a craft and art, studies, a job. It is putting in the work, but there's something about it being, self-mastery. Maybe it's about working on something that will ultimately be a part of your purpose, your mission, your healing. It's perfecting it. You know what? Okay. So I don't really like to cook, or traditionally my entire life I have not liked to cook. But I got into it in a creative manner when like about 23 years ago, I had to go gluten-free and dairy-free and feed my kids. And there was just really nothing out there. And so I was experimenting all the time. I was trying to make things, basically made out of cardboard to like taste good. Or like I used to say, we eat like Little House on the Prairie style, which now would probably be called, paleo, I suppose. But then when the kids moved away, I was like, I cook to feed myself, but I don't cook. I don't get into like the whole creative thing. I don't try new things. It's here's how you make a taco. Here's how you make a chicken taco. Here's how you make some salmon, right? Well, as part of my self-care, recently I have decided that I'm going to start like creatively cooking again and nourishing and nurturing myself. I took care of my kids. Mostly I was cooking for my children. And I was thinking, why can't I cook for myself? I can make this fun. So she's reminding me of that. And I actually, along with my little pumpkin sweatshirt, I also am perfecting my pumpkin soup. So I've got a batch, just put it into some containers. It's cooling off. And today's pumpkin, the first time I made it, it was no. It needed something. And so I am perfecting it. And today I added chicken and mushrooms, and I used full fat coconut milk, because I still am gluten-free, dairy-free, autoimmune paleo. So it's like I have to do it. I have to learn to take care of myself. I'm using this as an example. This is part of my North Node journey. It's taking care of myself over others. And I've always taken care of others. And it's been a part of my process and my healing. Like, pull back on all this stuff. Over functioning, over caring in all the kinds of ways. And so this is what she's looking like she's looking right at the camera, and she's reminding me of, she's making some magic soup, right? Part of her purpose, part of her path. but also practicing and fine-tuning. I mean, that can be in any way, shape, or form in your life. Right? Setting off on a new path, a new Page of Pentacles, learning new things, setting off in a new course to build something that's going to be create abundance and prosperity and healing and rootedness in your life. Bottom of the deck. Okay. And yeah, is it going to be easy? No. Is it going to be worth it? Oh yeah. Big time. Big time. Initially, you may feel like, you're very much, the burden is all on you. You're all alone, Well, yeah, that's part of the mission of all of us. There are things that we have to learn to do on our own. And isn't it great when we have someone to come along and be a support and a shoulder and a cheering section and all of those things. But in the end, no matter what, if we're doing what we need to be doing with our 100 years on earth, a lot of the times we're doing it on our own. It's our own path. It's our own mission. It's our own journey. Yeah. And owning your power, coming into your power. The Emperor. I said this in one of the other readings. The thing about this energy is, yeah, you're doing something more. Maybe it's the last leg of something that you've been working on for a long time. And the last leg, right, is maybe you're running a race, right? It feels like you're running a race, but the last leg, right before you make that breakthrough, right before you cross that finish line, is often the hardest. And sometimes you have to remember, wait, I have trained for this. I have been through that battle. I have been through that, challenge. I have fallen and gotten back up, and I am resilient. I am a spiritual warrior. Oh, speaking of that is my North Node, Aries. This is a spiritual warrior. Look at it. It looks like my dog right at his feet. Aww. But my God. I mean, oh, and a little kitty on his lap. And they're sleeping, and he's got the mountains or the stone behind him. Like, no one's worried here. They're resting after a hard day's work, after going through maybe, I don't know, one trek of the journey. You end up with like blisters and burrs all over your feet, and you're bleeding, and you're like, oh, or you spilled the whole pot of pumpkin soup that you've been working on, and now you got to mop the floor, and then you got to go back to, like, all this stuff. It doesn't matter. You're solid. You're strong. You can rest in that, moving into your own sense of like power and agency over your life. No one's worried here. You can take care of others. Yeah. Collaborate with others, moving into calmer waters, coming into your power. I mean, this is like major I don't want to keep using the same words, but it's glow up, it's show up, it's grow up energy. I just heard Mac Daddy. I don't even know what that really means, but it's Mac Daddy. You know, you're your own Mac Daddy, whatever that means. Okay? You might need to get some people in your sphere to help, to consult with, to get more information, to help you cross the areas that you're not super familiar with, but you're still doing it on your own. I say this all the time. You still are doing it on your own, even if you have to look through Google and find a couple of names to call to help you through some rough patches or unknown areas or areas of weakness. But you're still picking up the phone and calling and saying, can I hire you for this? Can I pick your brain on that? Three of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Okay. It's funny because I was going to just keep going on the Mind Info Oracle decks and the Angel Number Oracle decks, and it was very clear, Keepers of the Light. And I was like, ooh, getting out the big guns today, I guess. I don't know what's coming up on Sunday, but the fact that the concept of the spiritual warrior came up is telling. This isn't just like an ordinary thing that you're supposed to be working on. It has a more profound meaning for you, your life, and your legacy, impact. The Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit has the depiction of the Ace of Cups on it. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Wow. Bottom of the deck, Lord Ganesh. Infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. I like this for Sunday. The Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit. Oof, I gotta get going. According to the spiritual text, A Course in Miracles, the Holy Spirit mediates between illusion and truth. It's the essence that allows us to move beyond the illusion of fear or the illusions that our fear has created. It's the holiest light of truth and love that we can ever experience, an aspect of our truest self, the self that's never separate from God. When it appears in a reading, prepare for the miraculous. Yes. Expect the unexpected. Expect miracles. A real turnaround is possible now. Angels are dancing around you. Leave behind thoughts, memories, and feelings that are no longer serving you. This was a huge ongoing message this past week. And remember the love that you are. Move into your heart and allow that love to shine out to the world. Then miracles can happen. Yeah, keep on keeping on. Keep doing your work. Just keep doing your work. Add a little of this, try a little of that. Love yourself in the process. Trust that Spirit is with you. This is your spiritual work. You can rest in guides being there with you, and coming into your power. Okay, I'm going to shut up now. All right, thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.